want to share 5 facts about pregnancy that you might not know, and I am going to save the best till last. My name's Joanna, I am pregnant with my second baby. I'm currently 26 weeks pregnant. I've got a little bumpage going on here. Let's jump right into it. Fact number 1, your baby can taste pretty much everything that you eat. So after about 21 weeks pregnant, the amniotic fluid that your baby is swimming around in, not only is this largely their own pee, but it actually picks up the taste that you eat. So if you eat a lot of garlic or a lot of sugar, your baby is likely to prefer those things. There have been loads of studies done on like newborn to young babies where they basically like put food in their mouths, and the foods that they have been exposed to in the womb, they're actually much more likely to react in a less unpleasant way too. Also a new trending study that came out recently that says from pretty much conception to 2 years old, if you give your child any added sugar, it actually links to like loads of bad health outcomes as well. So if you can try and limit the amount of sugar that you have while you're pregnant and when your child is weaning, the less sugar the better. I say that I have had 2 cookies today, so I'm not one to preach here. So that is one reason why it's quite important to try and eat as healthily as you can while you're pregnant, because hopefully that will instill a bit of healthy eating in your toddler, because trust me, when they become toddlers, picky eating, that can happen. Fact number 2, your blood volume increases by 50%. So that's the amount of blood that you have flowing through your body, 50% more blood. This can lead to loads of really fun pregnancy side effects. For example, you might feel a little bit hotter, you might be very thirsty, because trust me, like 3rd trimester thirst. You can also have dizziness and lightheadedness, you can get like nosebleeds, and you can also have loads of veins appearing as well. So like veins in your hands, your feet, your legs. The reason why you have all of this blood going around is basically just provide loads of nutrients and oxygen to your baby who's growing. Fact number 3 is that babies cry in the womb. Ultrasounds can show babies crying, practicing for the outside world. They can grimace, then frown, they can smile. All of these facial expressions and like emotions are basically preparing them for the outside world. When they're a newborn, they do cry. So they are doing a little bit of dramatic rehearsing in your womb whilst they get bigger. 4th fun fact is that pregnancy can change the size and shape of your feet. About 60 to 70% of women actually have their feet get bigger. This is because your joints and your ligaments sort of loosen up, and the extra weight that you carry with looser ligaments in your foot can cause slightly fatter feet. So the arch that you might have had before, she's probably gone now. So you get flatter feet, and therefore it sort of pushes them out a bit so they can get bigger. A lot of the time people actually go up about a shoe size in pregnancy. So you probably need to get a maternity wardrobe, and then maybe even a postpartum, I'm a new mum, new me kind of wardrobe. You might also need to get some new shoes as well, so it's an extra added cost that you might not see. The final fact is that you as a mum go through something called matrescence. Fathers go through something kind of similar called matrescence. It's basically this profound psychological, neurobiological process that your brain goes through in order to prepare you to be a mother or a father and parent this baby. You may have heard people talk about things like baby brain and that your brain changes when you're pregnant. And this is kind of true. I mean, there isn't really that much of an evidence-based thing around baby brain, but women's brains do actually change in pregnancy. The grey matter in a woman's brain shrinks in pregnancy. This reduction in grey matter basically prepares them and sort of fine-tunes specific areas of their brain to prepare them for key parenting skills like empathy, emotional intelligence, and to promote mother-baby bonding. So basically, when you kind of get pregnant and have your baby, all you're interested in as a new mum is your baby. You may have heard the term neuroplasticity before, and basically this means that it's a time where your brain is able to rewire and change itself. In the first 0 to 3 years of life, brains are growing at the most rapid rate they will ever grow at. They are incredibly neuroplastic, which means that you are basically, as a parent, kind of in control of all of the neurological links that your child is making. How you nurture and respond to your child, it literally builds their brain by building neurological links. If you leave your baby to cry, or they haven't had much affection or nurture as a baby, that baby won't build those neurological links to being emotionally safe, and they can often have links towards this more of a fight or flight mechanism in their brain. So this is why you as a parent, your brain changes so that you basically focus on your child from 0 to 3 as much as possible by offering them loads of nurture and care. And that's why a lot of parents actually find that when they become a parent, they are confronted with a version of themselves that they don't even recognize. And you have a lot of self-work and self-improvement to do when you become a parent. And this is something that you really have to contend with when you have a newborn who's crying out all of the time. You feel anger or you feel frustrated and you want to just walk away. That might be a psychological defense mechanism that you have learned through your critical period and through adolescence. But when you become a parent, you've got the most amazing opportunity in the world to basically behave differently, to rewire your brain. I used to get really emotionally reactive. This is just a psychological survival mechanism. But whenever my baby would cry and cry, it would trigger a stress response in me that now I'm a parent, I had to overcome. Because either I let my emotions get in the way and I don't tend to my baby, or I look after my baby. And by putting my baby first and trying to stay calm in those moments, I have been able to rewire my brain so that whenever these like really stressful and triggering moments come up, generally I handle them a little bit better each time. And this is because of matrescence. The amount of stress that you have to deal with when you become a parent is unbelievable. You have the chance to use this to your advantage, to rewire your brain, to learn how to like figure out your emotions and figure out emotional control. And that will lead you to be a happier person. If that isn't the most amazing part about pregnancy and motherhood, I don't know what is. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please do drop a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.